If you needed a sign that trusting your gut works, let this be it. Because remember when I told you to trust it in the last vlog? I'm learning when you move with intention, even the missed moments start to make sense. This invite to attend the Cincinnati Music Festival with Procter & Gamble and Gain, it wasn't just my first brand trip. It was proof that alignment finds you when you stop shrinking and start showing up fully, joyfully, unapologetically as you. So if you've been wondering when it's your time, this might be the reminder it already is. And something tells me this is just the beginning. We made it. Look, just touched down in Cincy. I cannot even believe this is my room. This is what's happening. If this is not a testament to like, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, because when I say the invite for this came literally on Monday. So I had Tuesday, Wednesday to kind of like negotiate the contract, go back and forth, and then pull myself together, find a flight, get packed. But here we are in Cincy for the Cincinnati Music Festival with P&G. Y'all, pinch me. And I'm so excited because this has actually been going on for decades. I didn't even realize just around the corner from the D, there's this really fun music festival they've had every single year. And P&G has actually been a partner for over 11 years now. So that's so exciting. And to hear everybody at the airport like, y'all going to the festival, you headed to the concert tonight, like the lineups are insane. I'm talking Earth, Wind and Fire. We are gonna be seeing Lucky Day, which I'm so excited about. And we have LL Cool J, plus the itinerary is stacked, like stacked. You are not gonna believe some of the experiences. Like I still can't believe some of the experiences. And it just reminds me how powerful it is to be moving in intention. And I talked about that in the Essence vlog, y'all. Like, wasn't I just saying there was more to come? And literally the month hasn't even ended, and not only am I flown out on my first ever brand trip, but it was also the biggest contract I've signed. I'm just so grateful. Like I am grateful is literally the only word I have for this moment, because y'all remember last year and I was just kind of stressed and like in Thailand by myself, just kind of like questioning my life decisions. So to be here now and to see the hard work pay off, because I think that's not something that's talked about a lot, especially from the girls who are like 100K, 200K, right? Like they've been in it. I mean, I've been in it for a long time, y'all, creating for 10 years, full-time for 2 years. But I will not lie, I was sitting in first class on the plane like, how did I even get here? Am I the right person? Like, am I supposed to be here? But, you know, like I mentioned in the other vlog, it's so important to move in a place of alignment. And it's so crazy because I just think about how I've been putting in all this work and all this effort. And like, as much as I felt like an imposter, as soon as them snacks rolled out, I was like, you know what? No, I deserve this life. I am breaking generational trauma. I am going to be hopefully the first woman in my family to like break financial struggles and all of these things. So I'm just feeling nothing but blessed right now. I have probably about 2 hours before the dinner with the other influencers. I'm so excited. And then we are heading to night 1 of the music festival. So I'm tempted to find just a little snacky snack, because y'all know I love a latte. So I'm thinking I'm gonna take a minute because the itinerary really is stacked, and then get ready, of course, for dinner. And we're gonna have such a fun weekend. Like, y'all, I'm so excited for you to see everything in store and also just learn more about the Cincinnati Music Festival if you've never been. I'm sitting. Nice and hydrated, which is what we need after today because it was absolutely humid, but such an amazing first night with P&G and Gain, y'all. Like, again, just one of those full circle moments. Like, I literally remember looking at some other creators thinking like, okay, how did they figure out this connection where they're talking about one niche, but then a product from a completely different niche reaches out to them for like these really awesome opportunities. And here I am on an all expense paid trip for the first time ever. It just is so surreal and everybody is so nice. I'm getting to meet so many different creators. There is Lo, signed by Brittany, is someone from Detroit that I love and admire. There is Mariah, there is Kaiman, and it's so fun to be able to talk to other creators, kind of see like the different processes we all go through, and of course just like keying and getting to also talk to the staff, especially now in this digital age. It's so easy to just send an email, like send a text, and you don't really get that like FaceTime interaction. But when I tell you, it literally can make all the difference, like just vibing with people and making sure that they can really get a sense of you, because sometimes that can be so hard. So hard when you're just sending text messages or you're just emailing back and forth, or they're emailing with like managers and things like that. So absolutely just feeling so grateful. And they even gave me a cute little like goodie box with my favorite sweet treats, y'all, which if you did not know, I love me some Twizzlers. I love me some double stuffed Oreos. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and treat myself to a little bit of that while doing some quick editing before going to bed, because when I say tomorrow's itinerary is stacked, I'm talking Ricky Smiley, LL Cool J up close, activations, behind the scenes tours. It's going to be so cool. And again, just one of those just like pinch me experiences that I have been ready for. And as a creator, you know, it's just one of those like, wow, I'm finally here moments. And again, one of those just like, yes, that just makes you feel like you've made it. I feel like every influencer and creator, it's like a brand trip is on the like, I've made it bucket list. So I'm just feeling so grateful, so excited, but need to rest, because when I say we got to be up early, they want me up like early. So I'm gonna turn in and we are going to have a really exciting day tomorrow. Y'all, it is 7:30 and as you can hear, the people are already moving and grooving outside. Like, that's how electric the city is right now. It's so exciting to see, especially being from the Midwest myself. Y'all know, born in Hinsdale, Illinois, raised in Wisconsin. Like, I feel as though there weren't a lot of huge music festivals, especially in Wisconsin, that were catered to us, which is not unsurprising, to be honest, but to get to experience these things now is just so much fun. And y'all, like when I say today is packed, the itinerary is packed, but I am realizing I forgot to tell you about last night's fit real quick. It was this gorgeous dress from Sandro. Yeah, get into it. Then with my heels from ASOS, which would not recommend. I will be so honest, like those are it's for a cute photo heels, not for walking around and being outside heels. Like those are made for sitting. However, for the photos, they did what they needed to do. But I did switch into my Nike Air Maxes because, baby, like, I needed comfort for the concert. We got to see so many fun performances. It's so dope. And that was only day one. So imagine what we're about to do today on day two. So today's fit, super easy. I have this Zara top paired with this skirt that I just got from Akira. How cute. Again, y'all see I'm obsessing with structure, with shape, with asymmetric. Like, just very easy, very put together. Again, reaching for my Air Maxes because we're gonna be out and about for most of the day until the concert later. So I'm so excited to bring you along to all the different activations, all the different things, and give you some behind the scenes of actually shooting during a brand trip, plus some of the other things that we get to do. So pack your bags, boo, get some water, hydrate, because we gotta go and have tons to do. I was ready. Look, I was like, you gonna see the process today? Like how? I'm like, I literally carry it all. If anyone needs a nice photo, I do have my nice camera. Just let me know. So cool, right? It works so well. Delicious.
You have a lot of power and you are not powerless. So films like this, things like Eric doing wide on the screen, a successful brother out here working hard, doing things that at a high level, these are the things we need to see. You know, we have a lot of LLs, you know, that are front and center, but it's these Erics, it's these people that's, you know, behind the scenes. You gotta remember them too. You're one of them. You may not have, everybody's not gonna be famous. That's okay. That's okay. Don't trip over that. What's important is, are you doing with your life what you're supposed to do? That's the question.
As soon as I listen to it, what do you love?
Such a full day. First of all, when did they stop giving out robes at hotels? I'm just wondering like when that became a standard practice, because I really miss just like being in a nice cozy robe, especially like when you're in between things. I'm just in like a plain romper and I've learned to like start packing those things, but honestly I'm so terrible at remembering those kinds of things. But can we please get into the day that P&G had for us, because that was so incredible. Because who would have thought that little old me from Wausau, Wisconsin was going to be standing next to Ice Cube this morning? Like the Ice Cube this morning. That man is still good looking. I mean, still good looking. And it was so interesting just like hearing all he had to say, kind of the motivation behind the big three. And of course, just like where he's kind of seen the course of his career. And that stuff is just so inspiring, which really was the dope part about seeing LL Cool J as well. Because the other thing I think a lot of people do not quite realize is just how much brands do dictate entertainment as a whole. Like, it's not just advertising. I think the coolest thing about P&G was they took us on their archive tour and were really showing us just how far back they've been as a company, which I think is so dope. They had a whole history center with over 150 years of like lessons learned and products and things like that. And they pride themselves in knowing the history of each of their brands and also like learning from the mistakes, learning from all the different brands that they touch, but then also like understanding social trends, consumer trends, because hearing how P&G, like Procter& and Gamble, is the reason we have soap operas, I don't know about you, my mind was blown. I was 2 day years old when I realized that we have soap operas, Days of Our Lives, Beyond the Gates, which the only predominantly black soap opera airing right now and has been airing since like the last 35 years, and that's because of Procter& and Gamble and because of their funding for those things to be in place. And also with LL Cool J, right? So Procter& and Gamble has what they call wider, I think it's called wider screens. I'm gonna make sure I have it like directly, below, like linked what it's called. But this is so important because I think this impacts so many people beyond just obviously influencers, but like actors. If you are somebody who is in a production company or you are a screenplay or a screenwriter and you want to get stories told, like I think so many people don't realize how many big brands like this fund those kinds of things. Like it is because Procter and Gamble that LL Cool J is going to be able to premiere his movie Blessed, which shares stories of Dapper Dan, Rhapsody, all these cool people, because he also wants to give a platform to people who are not commercially recognized but still deserve to have their stories told. And it was so powerful. And I love that reminder. I feel like that's what's so cool about this trip is I just feel like I'm getting so many little nuggets on top of just like, again, affirmations are signs of just being on the right path, understanding those different connections and understanding like who might be the players that can actually make that happen. Because as we think about access, which I'm so excited because there's a dope opportunity coming to Detroit that I cannot wait to share with you guys, but you're gonna have to stay tuned to the end to see how to make sure you don't miss out. But also understanding again, like where you can find these companies, how you can make these connections. And even if me just sharing this trip helps somebody, one of you who is writing something and looking for where or who might be the person or the company to fund it, it's so cool to really see over time a brand like Procter and Gamble and how much that they have invested in our community, in global communities, because they touch so many different people. I mean, it's Tide, it's Pampers, it's Febreze, it's Olay. They own some food companies like Crisco and things. It's not just soap, and how they're using that technology to further advance steps for sustainability. Like we are seeing this Tide product, which I think is so cool, where they are, instead of using liquids, layering like paper products, and why this is so dope. Sorry, I'm gonna go, y'all know I was a sustainable materials engineer. So just walk with me for 2 seconds. This is so dope because this allows one more customization, way less waste. And it's so interesting to see how this company attacks not just being innovative, but how they need to teach us as consumers to be better consumers, to be more sustainable for the world. And I thought that was so cool because so many companies like talk about it or say they're going to be sustainable, but to see behind the scenes like that and really see their steps, y'all, so cool. But honestly, the best is yet to come because as y'all saw, we got a private tour of the stadium. We have night 2 of the concert, and I believe that I'm going to be meeting 112. So excited. So I need to finish getting ready because it's a packed day. I have literally 5 minutes to get changed and back downstairs to make the bus to the stadium so that we can attend the concert and y'all can see just how amazing the Cincinnati Music Festival is, because I'm shook. I'm learning so much. I'm loving this, and like these experiences are more of what I want. I don't just want to be like a pretty face and showing off pretty products. I like that I'm able to share products that truly do align with me on multiple levels. So I am feeling so grateful and so blessed and running behind. So let me get my life together and we can go to the concert. Good, and yourself? Good. No rush. Thank you. Oh, it's so beautiful. It is Saturday. I've already had a very chill morning. Y'all saw how packed yesterday was, and to wake up and deliver a reel first thing this morning. Very new for me, but I also do love to challenge myself in that way. I know for a lot of people, they might shy away from those things, like to be challenged, but I really know that if I can get to a place where I can like come up with the concept, really execute and do it well to like the quality I want within a 24 to 48 hours, I will be unstoppable. Not that that's necessary, but just that is a good skill to have. Like I was sitting there editing at Black Coffee. I love to stop there anytime I'm in Cincinnati. And I was putting together my video, and as I'm walking back, it was like, oh, I just got a better idea. So I'm really trying to do a little bit better at that. You know, from my end, I'm always trying to improve. That's just who I am and how I am. So I think that's what's been so fun about this trip is I'm here with so many creators of different sizes. Like Kyman's got over 100, Mariah's got 50K, and just listening to them about agencies and how they create and even their struggles being bigger creators, you know, and it's so refreshing to have people in your industry to really talk to and bounce all this stuff off of. So I'm really having an amazing time because Jasmine Sullivan, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Anthony had me vibing. I'm realizing I don't think I shared any of the outfits. So for the evening, I was back and forth. This was my original outfit idea. The corset from Pretty Little Thing, the pants from Amazon with the Puma sneakers. But something in me was like, that might just be too hot. And then with the strings, I didn't want to have to worry about people stepping on those because of the stairs in the stadium. So I ended up going with this tried and true dress from NAKD with a romper underneath and my Steve Madden sneakers, which turned out to be perfect because they were not playing when they said it was going to be hot. And the crazy part is, I thought it was gonna rain. So I thought at some point we would get a little reprieve from the heat and humidity, but even today, it is cloudy and still humid. So for the Walk of Fame, which is an all-white affair for Saturday, I have the Doug Dimmadome hat from Forever 21, the Line by K asymmetric top paired with the Fashion Nova cow print pants, giving a little Cowboy Carter, just a little bit, because I have not participated at all, but I am going to change into a different outfit. But I have finally some spare time, like actually spare time, so I do want to explore Cincy a little bit more. I'm going to head to another coffee shop to grab a little bit of a light bite, like maybe like a bagel sandwich. I love a good egg sandwich. And then there is a thrift shop that I want to check out as well, so I'm gonna meander over that way. Then we're gonna change and head to the last night with 112 Lucky Day, LL Cool J, Big LA. I mean, he is still a little cutie pie. So grab some water because we are gonna need to stay hydrated as we check out Cincinnati. know, but like, why are we backstage right now? And I don't know why. Like,
It's because of her. Okay, do you see her? That's why we back.
but I don't even know who we here to see. We just back here. we just on an adventure. Like, they gave me a wristband. I'm gonna just check it out. We go scope the scene.
Right.
I'm gonna scope the scene.
Go to the scenery out.
You know those trips where you just feel like you're getting sign after sign after sign that you're finally on the right path, right? Because I feel like so often it's so easy to look at somebody excelling in whatever it is that you do and you're like, man, they must be living the dream life. They must be getting all these things and getting paid all this money. And to sit and have the experiences I had over the weekend, it was like, reminder to focus on gardening your grass. You actually are doing a lot better than you think you are. And those rejections that you were just like agonizing over were really redirection, because now that I am home, I thought we could unbox a little bit of what P&G sent, plus a teaser of the upcoming campaign that I really want to make sure you do not miss out on. So please make sure you're following me over on Instagram, because the official announcement for how you can come hang out with Marshalls will be over there. But it was so funny because I was debriefing with my mom. I don't know if you guys are anything like me, but like leading up to a trip and after a trip, me and my mom got a, hey girl, like give me the rundown. How was it? And she reminded me that I actually got rejected from P&G when I was applying for jobs my senior year, graduating from Purdue. And here I am a decade later, getting to work with them in a way that just is way more aligned than obviously like I was not meant to be and stay at a 9 to 5. So it's just really, really cool. And I learned so much as well. Like if you didn't know, P&G is the owner of Dawn, so they sent us the Power Suds soap. You can never have too many cleaning things, which is what I love about this whole package, because I definitely needed to re-up cleaning items for my house. So they also send, don't judge, this had to get checked in my suitcase, but their Febreze plug-in scent booster. So of course the house is gonna be smelling too good. They also gave us a little bathroom one as well, because baby, you do not need a stinky toilet, am I right? We also got boosters from Tide and Cascade. I actually swear by Cascade. This is what I buy for my washer anyway. So when they sent me a full-size container home, hold on, let me grab it, because like when I say I was pressed trying to figure out how I was going to get all of this in my suitcase, but thankfully I had my American Tourister suitcases which expand, and I checked it already, so they sent both a big thing of Tide as well as Cascade. And fun fact, did you know that with Tide Pods you're actually supposed to let them sit in the water first before you put your clothes in? I think that was the other really cool thing about working with P&G specifically, is they gave us a tour of their historic center like you saw, and we learned so much, like not just about the development of the products, but really the history of the brand and really how they view creating amazing technology and how they are trying to make us as consumers better aware, one, how to use their products, but two, how to be sustainable. And the best example of that is their Olay face melts. I do not know if you've seen these, but they are paper versions of your facial cleanser, and this is so dope. I'm gonna geek out for 2 seconds because the sustainable materials engineer is going nowhere. But one, way less waste because you can get way more pieces of paper in here than you can liquid. Two, that means lighter packaging. That means less weight when shipping. And also this means so much more customization for us as consumers, because when you do things in liquid form, you can only fit so many different liquids in like a pod before it looks insane, like crazy, right? But a lot of these products, they don't want mixing or touching because they aren't effective until they connect in the water and then you use them. So when it comes to like your face wash, you could layer up 2 or 3 different papers for your different skin type and get that very deep customization that you personally need. So I think that's so dope because they are developing this for Tide as well and some of their other products. So this is such a game changer when we are thinking about how to be more sustainable, how we can be better consumers. But it is also cool to see how brands like P&G are trying to train us into these new ways of thinking when it comes to products that they know are actually just better for the world. So I thought that was really, really cool. I could not get over again just how much I learned about P&G and not just their products, but also how they're investing in other communities, in our own communities, doing the clean water initiatives they have to help bring fresh drinking water to places all over the world. The Widen the Lens, y'all. You saw they are investing in LL Cool J's movie In Beyond the Gates, which again, the reason we have soap operas is from P&G, and they are like wanting to be at the forefront of historically important movements like a Black soap opera cast. Like, that was just so mind-blowing. So I'm just so grateful because I just couldn't have thought of a better first brand trip, especially as an engineer, especially as someone who you are seeing like there's definitely rejection before getting redirected into better things. And I definitely thought I had missed out or just was not at the point to be getting these kinds of things. And there's construction by my house. When I say the road rage is real, it is ridiculous. But let that be a reminder that you may not see the fruits or where that redirection is taking you for a while. Because again, 10 years, guys. I got rejected 10 years ago and am now in this position to work with the brand in such a cool way. So please let this be your sign not to get discouraged, but to trust the process. And speaking of trusting the process, we are gonna unbox from Marshall's. I'm so excited because again, speaking of things that are just really aligned and that I'm so excited to get to share. Marshall's has the Good Stuff Social Club, which really is their way of bringing access to people who feel like they are just really far from the life they want to live. Marshall's has always seen itself as the store you can go to get those designer pieces and those looks for less, but they are now doing social activations, coming to different cities, allowing you to hear from industry experts, hang out with Marshalls. And so I'm really excited because I get to bring that to you guys and give you first dibs to actually sign up for free because it is a free event, but it's over on Instagram. So again, that's why I say please follow me, because I will be announcing how you can sign up, first access to the links, because it is a first come, first serve basis. So they are helping me to get dressed for the event by picking out some pieces to wear, because not only will I get to attend, but I will also get to meet you guys as well. So I saw these really, really gorgeous. You know I love a good sandal. I am in my non-boring heels era. I just refuse to go back. Like, yes, I can get simple slides, but man, look at that. It's just so chic. And of course, nude is perfect because it's gonna match with everything. But that little detail is absolutely going to set off a look. And then, you know I am the queen of finding a good elevated basic no matter where I am shopping, especially when it comes to pants. And Marshall's did not disappoint. They had just a classic trouser with this fun fold over detailing and the pleating. I'm still waiting for the top to come into the mail and some accessories, but this, the heel, a really non-boring elevated basic top, like so perfect for a networking event, so perfect to be in a space where we are exchanging ideas and really helping each other out, because that's how this whole community honestly started for me. If you've never seen any of my original videos, they're a little embarrassing. I'm gonna warn you now. There was a lot of learning I needed to do to get comfortable on camera and comfortable being myself, but this place has always been about being a resource, sharing how I was transitioning into being a big girl, finding my first job, finding my first apartments, building out my work wardrobe, to sharing style and just sharing again life. And I think that's what's so important with these videos, and I'm so glad I get to bring you along, because we cannot see the life we want for ourselves if we don't know it exists. So I hope that by sharing these videos, you are seeing what is out there and what is possible. You are making those connections for yourself, regardless if you are a creator or you have a 9-to-5 or you're an entrepreneur in your own business. Like, I want us all to win. Like, I hope that's glaringly obvious, but if it's not, let me say it really loud. I want us all to win. And so sharing what I can share, bringing you along on these adventures, I truly hope it's as transformative for you as it has been for me. And just that reminder to keep going. You just never know who's watching. You really never know what's around the next corner, and all those rejections really can be leading to something amazing and something better. And if you really enjoyed this video, don't forget to boot the like button, please. That helps me out. And hit the subscribe button so you don't miss more videos like this, because like I hinted at in the Essence Fest vlog, I told y'all that was gonna be the first of many, and here I am, not even at the end of the month, already on a brand trip. So please, please, please do not miss a thing. Hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see how Essence Fest turned out, how I turned that rejection into being paid to attend Essence Fest, go ahead and watch that next. And thank you so, so much for watching. I'll see you over there.